Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Last Viking TV. I know, crazy cool clouds, right? Nice. Anyways, people have been asking me about what do they think is going to be. Okay, so real fast, there's like 3 or 4 different groups of people that are panic buying, and I'm going to cover those in just a minute, actually. So before I get into all that, if you wouldn't mind, please dropping a subscribe down below, so I can get this channel recognized through YouTube's algorithms, because basically they don't like to show people's channels and content if people aren't subscribing and commenting and watching the videos all the way through. So other than that, here we go. So please drop a subscribe and share with all your friends and family. And here we go. So 4 or 5 different groups. If you know anything about like stock markets and stuff like that, you're gonna notice something, a term called FOMO, right? FOMO. And what that stands for is a term called fear of missing out. There are a group of people are gonna be those that fear basically when the world is coming to an end and the great apocalypse is going to happen right now, and you've only got a certain amount of more months to live or whatever. Those are the people that are initially that bought. Okay, the second group of people are the ones we call them jerks, because they bought not because of a fear of missing out, because of fear that they not even a fear, because they want to capitalize on these products. If you've noticed, there is a roll of toilet paper on Amazon for sale for $899 with I think it was $83 shipping and handling for a 24-pack roll of toilet paper. If you're that desperate to be wiping your bottom, then it's not wax paper, obviously. I mean, you could still use wax paper. I'm just not sure how that would work. But still, seriously, you can use other alternatives like water. Other countries that use bidets, which are like water squirters inside of toilets that clean your bottom backside. Water is a safe and even a healthier alternative, essentially, than toilet paper, because there's nothing left behind. And so that is that one. And then you have those people capitalizing on those things. So buying all the products that they can, turning around and selling it for 10 to 20 times the amount, which makes stores look like everyone's panicking for this one reason. The third group of people, you're going to have the people that actually come on in and are like, hey, I need produce and I need supplies for the next week or 2 weeks to supply my family as my weekly or budget provides. Well, they see that there's nothing else on the shelves, so they panic buy because they need supplies, not because of the virus or not because of the quarantine. Then let's see. Then you have the other people that just buy because not basically necessarily food, but necessarily they're buying, they're stocking up on sanitizing wipes and lotions and oils and stuff like that to keep themselves disinfected. So there's the 5 groups of people. It would be interesting to actually get a poll of exactly how many of my viewers that are viewing this channel right now, how many of you guys are, if you're a panic buyer, okay, because you think the apocalypse is coming, then please comment down below. If you're one of those jerks that bought all that supplies and trying to capitalize it, please leave your comment down below. If you're buying because you need to keep up with your monthly or weekly supply of goods, comment down below. But everyone should just subscribe and share. Again, this is definitely has a lot to do with how the stock, so supply and demand. If you own the supply, the demand is high, guess what? The price is also going to be high. The price always goes to match the demand. That is what the the United States is all about, and trading and countries and exchanges and import, export. I mean, that's what all those things are about, supply and demand. So then you also got the media. The media is definitely hyping it up more than it needs to be. Here's the reason why. Studies and proof has gone to show that this virus, the COVID-19, to be specific, doesn't necessarily harm healthy individuals. People that are healthy individuals are just being told, that are testing positive, keep in mind, they're being tested positive. Then they're being told to actually just go home, sit it out, wait until it's done, come back and test, and once you're negative, you're good to go. You can go pretty much anywhere you want to go. But who's actually keeping those people at home and inside their doors? And who's buying those groceries for those people? And who's going in and coming out for those people? I mean, doesn't seem very controlled at all. But that's a reality of what's going on. If you're tested positive for COVID-19 and you're a healthy individual with no previous health problems, then they're going to send you home, because they'd rather have you at home infecting everybody else in your community rather than infecting the people that are already sick inside of hospitals. Makes sense, right? So would like to hear you guys' comments about that one down below also. Yeah, just pretty much supply and demand. If you're elderly, 50 and above, 55, 60 and above would probably be the more on the unhealthier side, just because, you know, nobody's getting younger. Let's just face the facts. So 60 and older, you're probably going to want to keep your distance away from, I mean, practicing this social distancing. I mean, I've been practicing it for, 32 years now, and not really had any problems. I just, try to stay away from large groups of people. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of villages out there, and you know what they say, every village has a, right? No, so I mean, all jokes aside, you can decide to panic about it, but again, stress is the #1 killer. Don't forget that. Stress is the #1 killer. It kills more people with stress and fear. And this is proven fact. Stress and fear have more death kills than COVID-19. And go and check it. H1N1 also has more deaths than COVID-19. And look at who they affected. And look at what COVID-19's also affected. COVID-19 is a flu virus. It is a cold virus. Okay? They are rolling out with vaccines right now. If you want to get a vaccine, by all means, go ahead with it. They're rolling out vaccines probably in the next, with the way they're going, they got a human testing person that is in Washington, testing it right now, actually. I think yesterday or today they tested it. So over the course of the next 2 months, they're going to be getting a series of 2 other injections. Whoa, that's a big thing right there. What the hell is that? So, yeah, so they're testing that. Maybe 6-8 months from now, they'll have the vaccine. Other than that, if you get it, well, then most likely you're probably not going to need the vaccine because your body's already immune to it. So yeah. Please, again, hit that subscribe button down below, and thanks for watching. And please, again, share this video if it was informative to you by any means. Thanks for watching. Until next time, The Last Viking TV is out. More content to come.